and bang away,
We
right?
used to do that when we were kids.
Yes, absolutely. So it's a traditional folk instrument, and so that's the spirit of the instrument. But
Okay.
what I do is I actually introduce modern technology as far as intonation and tone and playability and action and sound and all that stuff. And so I call it kind of a high tech redneck.
Like that high tech redneck.
Yeah.
We got a little taste of it with the walk up music, but I would like to, if you're up for it, maybe play just a little bit so folks can really get a sense of what we're talking about, because it just has such a luscious sound. And when you see them, I mean, they do look like they're cigar boxes with something stuck inside. I mean, you've got a paint stick or something right now on that one. So play a little bit, if you would, and let people get a sense of
Okay.
this.
All right. Well, so before I do, let me just say, so
Yeah.
each one of these is different. So this one might sound a certain way. The next one's going to sound different. The next one's going to sound different. Each one's got a unique sound and style, and that's the versatility of the instrument. You could build it to be however you want. You make it sound however you want, and you could tune this, put whatever strings on it, and tune it however you like. So this one here just happens to be a major chord. It's a major chord.
Okay.
And there's no frets on it, so I have to play with a slide. So you just take the slide and move it up.
See, when you do that right there, I'm just like, take me down to the Delta, prop me up, and just play for me for a while, Dale.
Yeah, it's loads of fun for hours and hours and hours.
Now, are these actual cigar boxes?
Yes, ma'am.
They are.
In their past life, they used to be cigar boxes, and now they have been promoted to cigar box guitars.
So how does a cigar box make the promotion?
Well, so they have to kind of have the right dimensions, right? Because they come in all shapes and sizes. And
Right.
I do like kind of a Fibonacci size, and it's all about, what do you call it, proportion. In other words, you don't want it too big or too small.
Right.
It's kind of like the Goldilocks zone. And so
It's
I have
just right.
It's about, I mean, maybe 7 to 8 inches wide, and about maybe 11 to 12 inches long, and it's
Like a cigar box.
exactly, yeah. So maybe 2 or 3 inches deep, and that's the primary typical size that I like. Anyway.
Yeah. And there's 3 strings. See, that's the other thing that blows me away. I play ukulele. I got 4 strings. You have 3, and boy, howdy, yours sounds so much more intimate and interesting than my ukulele does.
People would ask me, why 3 strings? And so I got clever, and I said, well, because 6 strings or 3 strings too many.
Exactly.
So, but that's all you need for a chord is 3 strings. Yeah.
3, yeah. So you've got 3 strings and a story, probably.
But you can make them out of 2 strings, 1 string, 4 strings, 5 strings, 6 strings. You can put it, and that's the versatility. You can put as many strings on or as few strings on that you like.
Well, and because there are no frets, and it looks like maybe are all 3 string no, all 3 strings are not the same, but they can be tuned easily. So it's not like you need a capo or anything like that. And people who play guitar know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, this one is a fretless, but I do have normal frets on. I actually, the reason why I brought this one is because I just built it last night.
Wow.
This is hot off the press.
Wow. And what's so funny is the cigar box says Bob's painting on it, and then you got the stir stick. Well, yeah. It's a long stir stick.
Yes. Bob is a real good friend of mine. So shout out to Bob. Yeah.
Shout out to Bob and his painting. And the reason that we're having you come in, other than just I really wanted to hear you play, is that there is an event coming up, and folks, everybody's going to get to hear you play. And that's the tease. We're going to talk about that.
That's right.
Coming up
Southwest
next.
Cigar Box Guitar Festival. Yay.
That's right. It is coming up next weekend, and we're going to tell you all about it. Stick with us. I've got Del Puckett, guitar player, cigar box, guitar inventor extraordinaire, and so much more. And all that coming up on the weekend. 96.3 News Radio, KKOB. Oh,
What,
yes.
sorry. Shut that crap down.
Okay, I'm talking. Will you play and I'm going to talk? Because he's going to try and get levels, I guess. So, yeah, go ahead and play, and then I'm going to talk. Ba. This Friday kicks off the most unique guitar festival. Too loud? Is he too loud? Is he good? I think you're good. He's coming in.
Perfect. And then I'm going to have you. All right. Thank God for producers.
Yeah, no kidding.
Is when you talk as about this far. Terry, can I have you back off?
Yes, you can.
Okay. About ready.
That'll
Okay.
be nice and balanced.
Right.
I have a tendency to, because I'm listening, so I'm like, I like coming low. But
We're talking.
we're talking. This Friday kicks off the most unique guitar festival you may have ever attended. With us, the wizard of the cigar box guitar, Del Puckett. In fact, you just heard him there, but it's so much better when we hear you in person because you're right here. And you can enjoy cigar box guitars and music and a little wine too at this event, if I'm not mistaken, at the second annual Southwest Cigar Box Guitar Festival.
Yes, absolutely. There is a $15 charge. So that's for the wristband, and that gets you in. It's like a VIP backstage pass. It works for all days and for all events. But that gets you the $15 gets you a free wine tasting.
Nice. And tell us about the winery where all this is going to be happening.
Well, the San Isidore Vineyard is located right at mile marker 1, right about there. It's actually 0.9. As you turn right as you're going up towards the Jemez. So it's so you take 550 going out and then turn right there at Highway 4 and go up there. So it's the vineyard's been there for a while. My buddy Dan Cravens, he runs the vineyard, and he's got a bunch of kids from his church there. They all kind of cycle in, rotate in there, and they all together manage it. So.
That is so cool. And what a nice blend, mixing the music and the wine. Tell us about what folks can enjoy out there at the festival.
Well, we do have vendors, food trucks. We have a Cozy Mountain that's coming down from La Cueva. He's got an ice cream, I guess an ice bus. It's a bus that does ice cream and coffee. I'm going to butcher this one here. It's Tacos El Abuete, or sorry, I'm saying it wrong. My buddy Paul, he's got a food truck, and he does Mexican food, Spanish food.
Nice.
And it's legit authentic. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And so and another buddy of mine, he does sourdough breads. His name's Jason, lives down the street, and he does these cinnamon rolls that are to die for. And I'm currently in the market for some Native American Indian fry bread. So yeah, we're gonna have porta potties. We're gonna have a race car there. We're gonna be doing tons of giveaways. My gosh, I'm trying to model this after the traditional bluegrass festival, and I know they do giveaways. So we're gonna be giving away so much stuff. Yeah, and there's gonna be primitive camping. sites available. We're gonna have 2 stages. One of the stages is at the vineyard, and that's going to be for like the more professional stuff. And then we're going to have a side stage down by the river where it's going to turn into a hootenanny. We're going to have bonfires and who knows what crazy stuff. So yeah, so it's going to be Friday and Saturday, but it's going to be the Saturday that's going to be the push.
Yeah, there's a lot going on Saturday. And there's also mention of a Cigar Box Guitar Army. Are you taking over up there in the Jemez or what?
Well, I've recruited and enlisted several soldiers. No, these are all just friends of mine, allies, co-conspirators, so to speak, and stuff like that. So we're gonna rehearse, and so we're gonna be a band. We're gonna be throwing down, jamming out, and it really is a celebration. It's gonna be what do you call it? I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And it starts this Friday.
Yes.
Indeed it does.
Yes, it does. Man, I tell you what, it creeps up on you quick.
Yeah. Because there's a builders forum and I want to ask you about that as well. But before we do that, could I get you to play a little bit on the electric?
Absolutely.
That would be awesome. Just to let people know because we did the acoustic before. Now we've got the electric that also can, I guess, operate as a mousetrap. You told me that. If you stick your finger in it, it could get snapped off.
Beware of what you stick in the guitar. Yeah. So this is an electric guitar. It does have a regular electric pickups and all sorts of electronics inside. But it's meant to be played just like a normal guitar, I guess. But,
yeah.
Okay, so here's what it sounds like.
A little thing. Yeah, go for it. Turn around now. Woo-hoo! I love it. I can hardly wait to hear the Cigar Box Army.
Me too.
People will be discovering things right along next to you. You have a builders forum coming up. And is this for folks who just want to build cigar box guitars? Or, is it for anybody? How does all of that work?
Well, yeah, so it is open to the public.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have a buddy of mine, Jeff Patterson. He's coming from Green Valley, Arizona, and he's going to be heading that up. And so I've kind of passed the ball to him. He's going to be in charge of that. But yeah, it's going to be hopefully, I'm saying everything that has to do with everything that has to do with anything that has to do with the instrument. So it's very versatile. It's a very wide umbrella stuff, but we will be talking about the tools and the techniques, and there is a science to it. It is an art, it is an art form, but there is a lot of detail and personal preference that can be embedded into these things. And so he's coming with a wealth of knowledge. He's a very gifted, talented, he's a genius. He really is. And so he's going to be heading up the builders forum. Yes.
I love that. When people see these guitars, do they immediately, because you were joking with me about the one you just played that I could snap off a finger, but I'm thinking people want to touch them.
Well, that's the whole idea, is that the first rule is that there are no rules. The second rule is everybody has to play it, right? So if you're new to this, I'm going to hand it to you, and you're going to see how easy it is. Even newbies, people who have never played,
even ukulele players could play those
because they're tuned to an open. All you got to do is hit the strings, and you're jamming.
I love that.
Yeah. So hands on, definitely hands on.
So what is the reaction? What happens on people's faces when they realize they're making music?
You would be surprised. What I did, the experiments when I was up in Oregon, I would do street fairs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And what I would do is I would come out with the camera for the YouTube video, and I said, "Hey, have you ever played a guitar or cigar?" And they're like, "No. Do you think you could?" No, I can never do. Well, are you up for a challenge? They're like, sure. And okay, can you count to 4? And they're like, yes. Say, okay, you just count them and you just strum on. And the next thing you know, the cell phones are out. Everybody's taking pictures and everybody's jamming. And I'm telling you, the joy that is produced, that it's amazing. It really is. I love to see it over and over and over again.
What is it like for you to be able to share that passion?
Well, to be honest with you, that's kind of why I do what I do. I'm not in it for the money. For me, it's more important for me to get an instrument into the hands of a person, and to see them. It kind of unlocks the musical genie that's trapped inside their body. You know what I'm saying? And so these instruments are designed to equip people, to enable people to not just play, but to actually jam. And it's very fulfilling for me to see that happen, and it's very fulfilling for the other person to realize, oh my gosh, this is so easy and so fun. So yeah, no, that's kind of what I do. And I also do YouTube videos where I teach people how to play, and I teach people how to build, and I try to be funny. And it's and for people who are potentially buying or interested in it, they can hear it and see it, and before they buy it. You know what I'm saying? So it's multifaceted and stuff like that, but definitely no turning back and no regrets.
Well, one of the things that hooked me when I was watching one of your videos is you were talking about how you've just basically tuned the instrument to whatever key you happen to be singing in, and it's super easy. And then you just sort of bar chord things. And I'm like, wow, poof, mind blown. I love it.
Yeah. Well, if you have like a real low voice,
Mhm.
you just tune it down to match your voice. And if you have a real high voice, you just tune it up to match your voice. You know, so it's very versatile. So you can like if you're a singer, especially if you're a singer, right? You just tune it to your voice, and there you go, man. You're off to the races.
See, and I mean, it almost reminds me of, Joni Mitchell when she tunes her guitar. She has Joni chords.
Mhm.
And it kind of reminds me of that. It's like you can tune it to you. And I mean, Joni Mitchell had a lot more strings to deal with than 3, but it seems to me like, you can make it fairly easy and fairly simple.
But you can also make it very complex.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could play jazz, we could play, funk, we could play cowboy, we could play blue, whatever. That's the beauty of the instrument. You can be simple, play with one finger. Like say you got arthritis, and all you got is one finger.
Oh, you got the trigger fingers on all your fingers. I'm dealing with that.
Or maybe you just don't have strength, or maybe you're just a youngster and you don't have the dexterity to do all the one finger. With one finger, you can rule the world with these things.
I love with one finger you can rule the world. Boy, is there anything else that folks need to know either about the second annual Southwest Cigar Box Guitar Festival or about you, Mr. Del Puckett?
Well, if you do plan to come out,
Mhm.
I would suggest maybe bringing some mosquito repellent just
It's that time of year.
In case, you know what I'm saying. But we have water bottles, and bring your chairs. Definitely bring some chairs.
Yep.
But yeah, just come expecting, come unexpecting. because we're all kind of like figuring this out and stuff. No, but
yeah.
But it's gonna be loads of fun, and I can't wait to introduce you to all to the instrument. And we're gonna have so many. I've got people coming from all over the United States, people coming from Canada, and I'm encouraging I got parts vendors, I got sponsors coming up with. We got sponsors sending goodies for me to give away. So there's going to be a lot of mystery gifts, but a lot of very valuable, in my opinion, very very very. Valuable things that we're going to be just giving away. But I can't wait to introduce the Cigar Box guitar to the community, and just let people, try it for themselves, play them, and they can see for themselves how easy and how fun these things are.
Yeah. And there's wine too. I mean, how can you go wrong? You're kind of covered all the bases. Absolutely, I don't know if that was by design. I tell you
what, there is some divine providence working behind the scenes, man. That is orchestrating everything.
How can folks find out more information? Either if they want to make a day trip out of it, if they want to come up and spend the weekend.
Well, so a couple of different things here. So I do have a YouTube channel. It's Puckett Cigar Box Guitar on the YouTubes. And I do have information videos that you can just click on that, and it's got so much information. It's so overwhelming. And you can also go to the events page at the San Isidore Vineyards website, and that's SANISIDORE vineyards.com. And there's an events page that's got information there as well. Let's see here. What else? So I do have an advertisement in the local Thunder, which is the Jemez Springs. It's the little newspaper there. And,
Yeah.
And so
things are happening up there.
Billy up there. He's a great guy. So yeah, he's we got a quarter page ad going on there. So it's been there for 6 weeks now already. Yeah.
Right on. Good. And as you say, you got people coming from all around the country, and I'm hoping lots of folks from here too.
Yes. And everybody's bringing their cigar boxes, their cigar box guitars.
So you get to look at everybody's stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be hundreds.
Well, at least we know yours will be there.
Yeah.
Millions.
Absolutely.
So San Isidore Vineyards.com. You can get all of the information. And if you want to know more about cigar box guitars and you want to play along with Del, Puckett cigar box guitar.
Yes,
on YouTube.
That's correct.
All right. We're out of time. You want to play us out?
Sure.
Awesome. I love being able to ask someone to play us out. That doesn't happen very often.
Okay. So
there you go, Mr. Del Puckett. Oh, he's got the acoustic out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I was blind, but now I see.
The Wizard of the Cigar Box Guitar, Mr. Del Puckett, with us here on the weekend. San Isidore Vineyards, where you can go Friday and Saturday and enjoy the second annual Southwest Cigar Box Music Festival.
Thank you.
Guitar Festival.
Thank you so much for having me. This is so fun. Oh my gosh.
I know. I had too much fun too. Thanks, Del. Hey, coming up, we're going to let you know what you got to look forward to next tomorrow. Next tomorrow.
Yeah, that's how you said.
Oh, that's how we say it. On the weekend. 96.3 News Radio, KKOB.